Yeah, you already know what it is. Lethal Talent 24, dive bombing at you with some Eagles content. Let's go.
What we here for? We here to work, huh? That's the only thing we here for, to work.
The Eagles have been in negotiations with Zach Ertz. My understanding, though, is those negotiations came to an abrupt halt when the Eagles actually made an offer to Ertz with less guaranteed money than their offer in November had. This offer, a backloaded one, similar to what Travis Kelce had, also had less cash over the next 4 years than Austin Hooper, who at one point was the highest paid tight end in the NFL during free agency.
Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy Lethal Talent 24 coming at you with another video. Yo, guys. So Zach Ertz and the Philadelphia Eagles have basically just halted contract extension talks for now. They're not going to proceed any further. And I think really, when it comes down to it, this is a good thing. Because if you can't sign Zach Ertz to an extension right now, then, I mean, really, you're just hitting a brick wall and you're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that just proves to the point to where, you know, the Eagles are really hurting in as far as, you know, capital right now. And we have to make sure that, you know, we're sustaining a level to where we can sign more players if need be. You know what I'm saying? More players down the line. So, I mean, I think it's a great thing for right now for both parties to just, you know, to just chill out for a second and wait until the Zach Ertz's contract is about to expire, and then maybe they can pick up from there to extend him maybe a couple more years, and that way we can, you know, get the best out of Zach Ertz, you know, through his prime before he starts to really decline. Because any tight end in their mid-30s, especially with Zach Ertz and how he plays the game, and what I mean by that is, yeah, he may not be the greatest in yak yards, but when he catches the ball, you know what I'm saying, if he can get more yards out of it, he will. But for the most part, he protects his body. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get any faster, but I don't think he's going to get any slower in his mid-30s either. You know what I'm saying? So I just at this point, I think that, you know, signing him, keeping him on this team, it's not just for what he's done in the past, but, I mean, he's been clutch every year. And without any real decline in his game. You know what I'm saying? And if there was any real major decline in his game, I would say, you know, go ahead and, you know, get ready to trade him. Maybe we can get some picks so that way we can start getting more talent in here. I mean, if Howie is going to be in a rebuilding, then really Zach Ertz could be that catalyst to where we start getting, you know, maybe not, obviously not 2 first, but maybe like a second, you know, an early second round pick or 2 early second round picks. You never know what we can get for Zach Ertz, but I mean, for his production and his playability, teams are going to want that, especially if they're a winning team. So, I mean, really, Howie just has to, you know, just play this out and wait and see, and so does Zach Ertz. You know what I'm saying? We got to see what we can do. He's one of the top tight ends in the league, top 3 in the league, and he has to, you know, he's going to have to play out his contract, unfortunately, before he can get signed here, or an extension here. If for some reason that they can't get anything out of the, you know, an extension talks or anything like that, if for any reason that the Eagles and Zach Ertz can't come to agreement on anything, then I would say trade him to an AFC team. Maybe the Raiders might. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily know who their tight end is, but I know they're not better than Zach Ertz. You know what I mean? And they have a lot of draft picks. So maybe we can get something out of them. You know, maybe like maybe a year and a half. I would not like the fact that Zach Ertz would go, but we do have Dallas Goedert. And even though I don't think he's as good as Ertz, as far as route running, Let me make that clear. As far as route running, overall, I think that Ertz has just that portion of his game down to where Goddard can't even. There's no contest when it comes to that. But Goddard can block. He can make those catches. He's just got to stay healthy because he's been injured ever since he's been drafted here. He's been injured in some sort of way. So I would like for him to get healthier and then see what we can do. But I know one thing is if this does happen, and say scenario we trade Zach Ertz and we keep Dallas Goedert, what does that mean for the 12 personnel? Because we won't have anybody that can come close to Dallas Goedert's production at tight end number 2. You know what I mean? So at least not on this team as of right now. So that's pretty much all I got to say. That's really all I got to say on that portion. Now, there have been another few moves that the Eagles have made. Also, they have placed left tackle Andre Dillard on the injured reserve list. So he's gonna be on that list. And then they waived a lot of players. And notably, I'm gonna talk about Adrian Killins here. Now, I know a lot of people was like, "Oh, he's fast. I mean, did we not learn anything from the Donnell Pumphrey thing? Like, okay, just because someone's fast and small, doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be a contributing factor to the Eagles, man. I mean, that's just my feelings on it. I'm just like, okay, he could be fast, but he's small, and he's not built like Boston Scott or Darren Sproles. He's skinny. You know what I'm saying? And so the only role that I really saw him on this team for was a punt returner, if that. You know what I'm saying? And I just think he's just too. I hate to say it, but I think he's just too small. But will they keep him on the practice squad? Absolutely. I think they will be able to get him on the practice squad and see if he can develop. Maybe he can get bigger. And, maybe he can go ahead and, prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for him to come out and be somewhat of a contributing factor to this team, man. That's all I want to see, man. So go ahead, prove me wrong. But for right now, let's just hope he makes it to the practice squad. Now, another player I wanted to hit on was Manasseh Bailey. Now, Manasseh Bailey, he at Morgan State, man, he was just a diamond in the rough, man. And I'm glad that he'll be able to. Well, I'm not glad that he's cut, but I saw it coming. You really didn't hear his name much except for that 99-yard catch that it was catch and run that he had in the scrimmage game, which Jalen Hurts threw to him. But other than that, really, you haven't heard much from him. You know what I'm saying? And he was a great player at Morgan State. If he played at a more prestigious school, he probably would have been drafted. But he wasn't. But I think that he'll get time to. The Eagles will have Aaron Moorhead and Jason Avant to really get their hands on him and really just get that that production out of him. You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to at least work on his potential and try to bring it out. And so if we actually do need him, and if we get him back on the practice squad and we do need him, he'll be able to contribute. So, I think he's basically like a 2-year project. See if we could develop him like we did Greg Ward. And, let's see what happens. But that's pretty much that. And Graylin Arnold, really, I just think that maybe for him, he's more of a safety as far as corner and whatnot. The real knock on him was that he was just he didn't have the speed. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like Rasul Douglas. You know what I'm saying? Like he has all the instincts, but he just doesn't have the speed to keep up with corners and whatnot. He's probably most likely a safety, and he can play that. He's very versatile. But I'm not surprised to see him cut. But at the same time, I'm just like, he was one of the guys that I was thinking that was going to make this team. But compared to everybody else, and if these guys had more off-season workouts, then maybe. But at this time, the Eagles felt like, they could cut him, and they would be okay with that decision. So I know Elijah Holyfield, I was definitely surprised on. I was hearing pretty good things about him. But Elijah Holyfield being cut, man, That one really shocked me. So, you know, which one shocked you the most? Which one are you highly upset with, or which one are you cool with? You know, just let me know in the comments below what you think. And also, what do you think about Zach Ertz? Do you think the Eagles should extend him? Do you think they should wait? Do you think they should wait and trade? Do you think they should just go ahead and sign him and, you know, just keep on with the 12 personnel and, you know, let it rock that way? You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And please do not forget to like and subscribe if you're feeling this content. That's all I got to say, guys. So keep your talents sharp and go Birds. EAGLES, Eagles, and that's what's up. You guys take it easy. Peace.
Every time they put me in a battle, I'm lethal. Nigga too sweet and low, you ain't equal. Shut 'em down.